criticism. Huawei cell phone. As you can notice, this cell phone is not the best one. It's kind of old. I mean, I guess the camera definitely is not that great. The camera is kind of broke. It's very old and broke. The camera. Everybody's old and broke. So this call now, I have news from Cgtn. It's all about Cgtn tonight. Only Cgtn. What about that? I guess the camera could be lower. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about this. Like this, I'm not seeing what happened. Oh no, I can see now. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, bitter criticism night. Cgtn, right till the end. And says, China, Cgtn China, September 11, 2024. China opposes US interference in Hong Kong related issues. Foreign Minister spokesperson. We have a photograph, a view of Victoria Harbour in Hong Kong, South China, August 26. Beautiful. China is strongly dissatisfied with and resolutely opposes I will start again. China is strongly dissatisfied with and resolutely opposes the moves of the United States in manipulating Hong Kong related issues and suppressing Hong Kong's development, a Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said on Wednesday. Spokesperson Mao Ning made the remarks at a regular press conference in response to the U.S. House of Representatives considering and passing the, quote, Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office HKTO Certification Act, end of quote. Mao said that HKTO is an overseas economic and trade organization set up by the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Again, HKSAR. Well, Hong Kong people are not so great doing this. Government, administrative region government, and its successful and smooth operation is conducive to expanding practical economic and trade cooperation between Hong Kong and relevant countries and regions with win-win results. Mao said the bill politicizes and instrumentalizes normal economic and trade cooperation, deliberately discredits Hong Kong's overseas institutions, and is of a very bad nature. Hong Kong is the second largest source of trade surplus for the United States, and more than 1,200 U.S. enterprises have invested in Hong Kong, according to Mao. Such a move by the United States will only end up harming its own interests, he said, adding that China has lodged solemn representations with the United States. Quote, China urges the United States to stop advancing the bill, so as not to cause greater harm to the stability and development of China-US relations, said Mao, adding that should the United States insist on ongoing its own way, China will take practical and effective countermeasures. Sources: Xinhua News Agency. Next one from Cgtn 2 also. This is just Cgtn. Because I just have this cell phone. I don't have internet right now. My internet cell phone is just charging in a ultra expensive from hell electricity bill. We have the more expensive electric bill in the world. China, September 11, 2024. China Laos Railway assists flood hit areas in northern Laos. Photograph. The photograph says containers in transit by China Railway in Vientiane, capital of Laos, April 9. The Laos China Railway CEO Limited (LCRC) mobilized various departments to participate in flood control and disaster relief, as many provinces in northern Laos have suffered severe flooding in recent days, resulting in flight suspension and road blockages, with many residents stranded and severely affected. After the disaster occurred, the LCRC held an emergency meeting to deploy flood control and rescue work, mobilized various departments to participate in disaster relief, and effectively played the role of the China-Laos Railway as a major channel to ensure transportation and smooth traffic. The LCRC launched a rescue emergency plan on Wednesday, with its employees entering an emergency state, strengthening rain monitoring along the line, and conducting 24-hour railway line patrols to ensure smooth transportation on the railway to the greater extent possible. Meanwhile, the Laos section of the China-Laos Railway will transport rescue personnel and relief supplies to the disaster area free of charge, and provide meals and drinking water for rescue personnel. At the same time, the company sent condolences to the affected employees and launched a charity donation campaign. It also paid advance wages to Lao employees, issued consolation money to the families of employees who were severely affected by the disaster, and carried out charity donations activities. The LCRC will fully support the flood control and disaster relief work in northern Laos, helping local people to resume production and life as soon as possible, and providing humanitarian assistance to the best of its ability. That's it. Next one, as Milu Milu is lost. I hope Milu is fine. China, September 11, 2024. China committed to leading in education to drive its modernization. Cgtn. A student operates a remote driving system at the 2024 Beijing Science and Technology Week in Shougang Park, Xijinghan District, Beijing, China. Building China into a leading country in education will bolster its efforts to achieve Chinese modernization, Chinese President Xi Jinping said It's Xi Jinping actually. It's not Xi Jinping, it's Xi Jinping. Anyway, at the national meeting on education held in Beijing from Monday to Tuesday, which marks the 14th Teachers' Day in China. Xi, also General Secretary of the Communist Party of China (CPC) Central Committee and Chairman of the Central Military Commission, called for making solid progress toward the strategic goal of building China into a leading country in education. It serves as the leading task, solid foundation, and strategic support for building China into a greater country and realizing national rejuvenation through Chinese modernization, he said. China has set the objective of building itself into a leading country in education by 2035, as outlined by the report of 12th CPC National Congress. China has established the largest education system in the world and joined the rank of upper middle tier countries in terms of the overall level of modernization in education, according to the Chinese Ministry of Education. In 2023, China had 498,300 educational institutions, accounting for a combined total of 291 million students and 18.92 billion full-time teachers, according to the ministry. China's preschool and compulsory education coverage now matches the average of high-income countries, and higher education has attained a globally recognized level of widespread accessibility, marking a historic milestone, said Minister of Education Wang Jinpeng in August. Education, science and technology, and talent. At the meeting, she also stressed the importance of coordinating strategies for invigorating the country through science and education, building a strong nation through talent development, and driving innovation-driven development. That was funny. And driving innovation-driven development. I will have to think about what is that. Building a strong nation through talent development, okay, and driving innovation-driven development. Oh, the development is innovative driven. Understand? Driving innovation-driven development. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. What they are saying is Chinese people, they love innovation. They have to. People have to innovate. I was heavily thinking about this, I was on walking my dogs, and I thought about challenges, how to overcome the challenges, the better ways to solve problems. Well, this is all about China. China has this mentality, definitely. I guess there's a lot of skepticism about Chinese education because of the authoritarianism. I will just let the truck driver pass. Just be patient for the truck. The truck is passing now. Well, China is an authoritarian country or autocratic country, people say. But why I support so strong China? Because I know they are responsible. I know they are Marxist, Marxism is a paradigm very interesting, because Marxism, indeed, it has periods of authoritarianism, periods of discipline. Understand? There's periods in Marxism development. And you can compare Marxist countries like China, Vietnam, etc. as this fucking old noisy truck is passing again. Just 1 second. From misery, Chilean misery. Can you hear that? That's how misery sounds. The sound of misery right now. These old trucks. But at least we are not in Brazil, you know. Brazil is violent, you know. I will not last a single day in Brazil in a situation like this one, in the middle of emergency, on an emergency line. Anyway, so Marxism, you can compare all the experiences like Soviet Union, China, Cuba, and so on, with pretty nice results, pretty positive results, like Cuban medicine, Soviet aerospace technology, and China everything. China everything, you know. China is everything, you know. China is the most successful Marxist case. They are they are autocratic, you know. What's the difference between autocratic and authoritarian? And authoritarianism. The authoritarianism is the consequence of authoritarianism. Authoritarianism is the consequence of authority, I guess. Well, it's all a corruption thing. It's all about corruption. People stop thinking. People stop thinking by themselves. Stop creating. Stop innovating. You know, just like in the global south, just like in Chile. And there's a problem there. I always criticize global south, but I criticize because of Chile, Brazil, you know, Chile and Brazil. What happened in those countries is that people, they are abandoned by the governments, they are abandoned by mankind, they are absolutely abandoned, you know. There's as I was saying last episode, I don't remember, but humankind development is not, well, as you can read from Clifford Geertz, the social anthropologist, Clifford Geertz. He always says something things like human development is not homogeneous. Human development is a mess. It's a full mess. It's a completely mess, you know. There's a lot of people doing all kind of stuff, all kind of different stuff. Like, where's my dog? Maybe some Chilean killed my dog. Who knows? That would be a tragedy. I don't know. I will make a campaign to know the truth. Anyway, what I was saying is that Chilean country, Brazilian country, those countries, people are authoritarian. People specialize not in create things, not in solve problems, but in bribery, in, you know, in influence, understand? Traffic of influence. People start at a very young age to understand that they only will achieve anything by friendship, by corruption, understand? So I was living in these countries for a lifetime, and sadly that's what I know. That's my bad experience in the global south. But it's not as I'm happy to notice, as I am happy to read. Not all the global south is the same. Not all the global south is the same. China is not the same, you know. uh, Marxism is not the same, understand? As all these Marxist countries I said, they have pretty positive experiences, like Cuban medicine, Soviet aerospace technology, and everything about China, understand? So of course Chinese people, they have to obey the authority, but what about a country in which you have to innovate, where you have to study and create new things, that's really positive. Tommy, I will resume the reading. I will start again. We're resuming anyway. Just waiting for the bus to go, eh? At the meeting, she also stressed the importance of coordinating strategies for invigorating. No, I just read that. Invigorating the country through science and education. Oh, I lost. Just patience. Yeah, at the meeting, she also stressed the importance of coordinating strategies for invigorating the country through science and education, building a strong nation through talent development, and driving innovation-driven development. It is crucial to advance education development, scientific and technological innovation, and talent cultivation in an integrated manner, she said. According to the report to the 50th CPC National Congress, education, science and technology, and talent are the foundational and strategic pillars for building a modern socialist country in all respects. We must regard science and technology as our primary productive force, talent as our primary resource, and innovation as our primary driver of growth. Read the report. Well, I was listening a podcast. They said there is this state stimulus for development, for innovation, the state management. Yeah, there's this state management, but people have to compete for this management, for these resources, I guess. It's interesting, but I don't know. I don't even speak English. I don't know the details about Chinese development, but it's very interesting subject. China's capabilities in talent cultivation and technological innovation are significantly strengthened, said Huai. In terms of talent cultivation, China supplies 11 million university graduates to key sectors to the economy and society annually, with over 50% specializing in science, engineering, agriculture, and medicine, he said. Regarding technological innovation, China's, quote, double first class university strategy, coordinating and advancing the development of world-class universities and first-class subjects, has achieved remarkable results. Yeah, that's a very nice paragraph, but I don't know nothing about. Regarding technological innovation, China's, quote, double first class university strategy, double first class, coordinating and advancing the development of world-class universities and first-class subjects, has achieved remarkable results. Yeah, that's Marxism, people. This is Marxism. China is a Marxist country, so they have a north. They have goals. Understand? They have goals in life. Not smoking weed like we do in Global South. I just smoke once a month, but I'm considering let it go, because last time it was kind of contaminated with cocaine, I guess, or something like that, and that's very bad, you know. And I was smoking cigarettes too. Cigarettes are terrible for your teeth, for your stomach. In my what I say, I didn't smoke a lot, but cigarettes are terrible for all your body, all over your body. Anyway, 22 Chinese universities and 39 Chinese disciplines rank among the top 0.01% globally in the ESI, or Essential Science Indicators. And for the first time, Chinese institutions in 2023 surpassed US universities and claimed the top spot in Nature Index, which ranks global research institutions and universities and first-class subjects, has achieved remarkable results. 22 Chinese universities and 39 Chinese disciplines rank among the top 0.01% globally in the ESI, or Essential Science Indicators. And for the first time, Chinese institutions in 2023 surpassed US universities and claimed the top spot in the Nature Index, which ranks global research institutions and universities based on their scientific output and impact in the natural sciences, said the minister. And just checking if I have more time, but it's been great. Cgtn is always great. Milu didn't show up till now, but I don't know if it's right to say until now, because he didn't show up at all. China, September 11, 2024. Lighting the torch of teaching, paving China's way to strong education. I love it. Something happened these days. They are talking about education. I always criticize heavily Chilean education. Is a national problem. People right here in this country, and I will say all Hispanic countries, and there we have Argentina, for example, not a BRICS member. Argentina, everybody knows Argentina has huge problems, isn't it? Huge economical problems. Nobody bet on Argentine future. Everybody has just sorrow about them, you know. Themselves are, well, there's a lot of beautiful Argentinian women, but they have a lot of problems, you know, as a society, as a country. It's terrible. Brazil too, you know, all Latin countries, they have huge problems, huge societal problems. And why I'm saying this is because university, college, the whole educational system can do nothing about it, you know. Can do nothing about it. The only thing college education in the global south, in Latin global south, in the whole Latin world, even Portugal, Spain and Italy, I guess, and France too. The only thing college can do is follow fashion, follow, I don't know, these Hollywood college movies. Yeah, that's it, you know. It's just a movie. It's a lie, you know. It's a completely lie. That's the sad truth about the lack of university, isn't it? The lack of academy, universities without academy, understand? That's the whole truth, and they fight for it. If you say if you say anything interesting, if you say anything skeptical or critical, if you say anything critical in global south universities, Brazil is not that bad. Brazil is not that bad as Hispanic countries. That's the whole truth. That's the sad truth about Hispanic countries. This is a desert. Yeah, I'm here alone with you guys. I'm alone. I'm completely alone. I forgot I forgot about what will be this headline. It was a nice one I was talking about, but I forgot now. Anyway, lighting the torch of teaching, paving China's way to strong education. We have a photograph. A teacher tutors students at a classroom in Jiangxi City in southwest China's Guizhou province. They are playing. They are not playing chess. They are not playing Go. They are just in a regular class, in a nice room. Two beautiful Chinese girls with a teacher. As China celebrated Teachers' Day this year, the southern province of Guangdong launched an ambitious initiative aimed at elevating the skills of rural teachers across the region. The program, which will select 100 rural teachers each year for training and provide 10 million yuan, $1.41 million in funding annually for the next 5 years, has been met with widespread praise from educators and is seen as a crucial step towards achieving China's 2035 goal of becoming a global leader in education. This initiative comes at a critical time as China intensifies its efforts to build a high-quality teaching workforce, particularly in rural areas where educational resources are often limited. Can you see? I'm talking about English now. English pronunciation. This ed termination, ed in the last ed suffix, it has I forgot the word. It has exceptions. Look, in general, you say the T letter, limit, but this time you say limited. Educational resources are often limited, so this is an exception. There are more exceptions like that. Anyway, rural teachers play a vital role in reducing the educational gap between urban and rural areas. With the new funding, they will gain access to advanced training, new teaching methodologies, and opportunities for professional development, which will not only support individual teachers but also strengthen the educational infrastructure in less developed areas. At a national meeting on education held in Beijing from Monday to Tuesday, Chinese President Xi Jinping highlighted the need to improve training for teachers and build a high-level teaching force for the new era. He called for better protection for teachers' rights, ensuring that they are respected and their professional dignity upheld. In recent years, China has made significant strides in supporting the professional development of teachers with policies targeting both new and veteran educators. For instance, a program has been launched to offer tuition-free education to students in exchange for a commitment to teach in underserved areas. Another initiative aims to deploy experienced teachers to rural and remote regions, ensuring that students in these areas receive quality instruction. One of the standout projects in rural education is one that provides leadership roles for exceptional rural teachers, allowing them to mentor less experienced colleagues and elevate the overall quality of teaching in their communities. Educators say these efforts not only enrich the teaching environment but also contribute to the creation of a more balanced and equitable education system nationwide. Last month, a joint directive for the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China and the State Council emphasized it. Can you see again? Emphasized it. And it's not emphasized. Emphasized. Understand? It's not T. It's ED. Emphasized the protection of teachers' legal rights and reinforced. In this case, reinforced. In this case, is T. Reinforced, not reinforced. Yeah, understand? I was in doubt about the previous emphasized, but I guess it's emphasized. And anyway, reinforced the government's commitment to supporting teachers' authority in the classroom. The directive notably expressed, in this case is T, expressed. Okay, I stopped with that. Support for educators to exercise disciplinary measures to maintain classroom orders and foster a productive learning environment. This move is seen as aligning with the broader goal of improving the professionalism and capacity of teachers to educate and nurture the next generation effectively. These comprehensive efforts reflect the Chinese government's broader push to elevate the teaching profession and cultivate an atmosphere of respect for educators. By investing in both the rights and development of teachers, especially in rural regions, China is laying the groundwork for an educational system that can meet the demands of a rapidly changing world. And I guess I'm done. No, so good, I guess these Cgtn journalists, they sound super great, they are really eloquent. This is like a principle. It's like, well, it's an adjective, of course. Eloquent, being eloquent is an adjective, but this principle is like an art. The art of eloquence in rhetoric is, I guess, is rhetorical. Yeah, it's rhetorical. It's like aesthetic. It's an art. Maybe people say that, well, this is literature. Literature. There's prizes too in journalism. My favorites are people from Cgtn. They are like poets. For me, this is just poetry. They write they choose the words so clear. It's not simple. It's not simple. Let's say Chinese people, they love the best people they have. They love eloquence, and they target that. They achieve this. These people over here in Cgtn, they write. They are the best. That's it. They are the best in eloquence. Unfortunately, there's prizes. I don't remember the journalist prize. There's prizes. I don't remember now, but maybe there's not an eloquence prize, which is the best thing, about journalism. That's the issue. The Pulitzer, yeah. I guess there's no eloquence for Pulitzer. The Pulitzer for eloquence, understand? Anyway, so my take is this. because the Pulitzer is for journalism of the free world, isn't it? The free world full of junkies, the free world full of suicidal people. That's the real free world, people. The real sad free world. Anyway, politics. September 11, 2024. Chinese premier encourages Saudi companies to continuously deepen presence in Chinese market. I guess this is my last one. We have a photograph from Chinese Premier Li Qiang speaks at a meeting with representatives of the Saudi business community in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, September something. Chinese Premier Li Qiang on Wednesday urged Saudi companies to deepen their involvement in the Chinese market and invest with greater confidence. Yeah, I will do that. Li made the remarks in a meeting with representatives of the Saudi business community, including the Saudi Public Investment Fund, Saudi Arabian Oil Company, Saudi Basic Industries Corporation, ACWA Power, and the Ajlan Ambrose Holding Group. Saudi Minister of Commerce Majid bin Abdullah Al-Kasabi, Minister of Investment Khalid Al-Falid, and representatives from the China GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council, Joint Investment Commission also attended the meeting. The China-Saudi Arabia Economic and Trade Cooperation offers many favorable conditions for further deepening, Li said, adding that entrepreneurs from both countries should seize the opportunities and play a bigger role. He encouraged Saudi companies to expand and strengthen cooperation with China in traditional sectors such as oil and gas, petrochemicals, infrastructure, and trade, while enhancing cooperation in emerging and future industries like the digital and green economies. Li also encourages Saudi companies to actively serve as bridges to enhance friendship and mutual understanding between China and Saudi Arabia, and advance the China-Saudi Arabia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership to new heights. The Chinese government is committed to building a top-tier business environment that is market-driven, law-based, and internationally oriented, he said. China will further relax market access, fully lift restrictions on foreign investment in the manufacturing sector, accelerate the opening of service sectors like telecommunications, and provide robust support for foreign enterprises, helping them establish a stronger presence in the country and achieve success in China, said the Chinese premier. Sources Xinhua News Agency. And that's the very last article. There's no more. Yeah, I guess I'm going to do my yoga. Well, just deepening my critique on Latin people. Brazilian people are not that bad. You can be friend of Brazilian people, you know? That's the whole try. I'm going to do my yoga. You can be friends of Brazilian people. I mean, you can be friends of the people, the masses, you know? The regular citizen in Brazil is not that bad, you know? But the rich are fascist, you know? The rich, Brazilian rich, they are slavery. They are slavish. How to say? People who slave other people, they are terrible. The Brazilian rich are terrible. Well, I don't know what to... by this time, maybe I will hear now. I will put a very old Daniel Jadue broadcast. Very old. Maybe Daniel Jadue did a new one. In Daniel Jadue, the only hope for Chile.
lleno de mentiras.
This is very old, very old.
Y ella fue educada por un hombre que fue uno de los carniceros de Chile, o sea, uno de los miembros de la Junta de Gobierno. Ella era regalona de Pinochet, era ella miembro de todo el círculo de hierro de la dictadura militar, y por lo tanto tú puedes entender que todo lo que le huela un poquito a izquierda, ella le tiene una repulsión que algunas veces trata de controlarla, ¿no? Evelyn Matei es una mujer bien hábil en política, pero la traiciona su ser más íntimo. Cuando lo deja escapar, ¿no? Dice estas cosas que nos dan, que primero, efectivamente, como lo han dicho algunos, no aportan nada, y segundo, muestran un desprecio por la democracia, porque esos jóvenes que están en la moneda ganaron la elección democrática, ¿no? Y uno tendría que preguntarle a ella si respeta o no la democracia. Y yo creo que hay que cuidar las instituciones. Uno podría decir, mira, si contáramos todo lo que ha pasado bajo los ojos de la alcaldesa Matei, recordemos que su principal asesor, ¿no? Álvaro Lavín, está imputado en el caso LED. No es como yo, que nunca me han llamado a aclarar. No. Ese es el que andaba repartiendo las platas en la alcaldía de derecha para quedarse con la plata. Entonces uno podría decir, bueno, ella no sabía lo que hacía su principal asesor. Hay que recordar que ella, que es mentirosa desde chiquitita, ¿no? Se ha dedicado a juzgar a todo el mundo. Pero ¿se acuerdan del quiotazo? ¿Te acordás del quiotazo?
Sí,
¿Te acordás que ella le juró a todo Chile que ella no tenía nada que ver y después tuvo que reconocer y se murió de vergüenza para decir, no, sí.
And that's the Chilean politics, people. People talking about people. Like, people talking about intrigues. That's the sad truth about Hispanic. They only intrigue themselves. They only intrigue each other. Like, who cares about intrigues, you know? Yeah, only intrigues. Well, that's it. Maybe Daniel Jadue. Well, Daniel Jadue is the best Chilean in this country. Maybe he did a new show, and I forgot what I was saying. Milu didn't appear. I'm worried about him. I hopefully will see him now.